We first met Canadian and Beijing resident Richard Scott at our home base, Canada Olympic House. Richard has called Beijing his home for the last 6 months and is fluent in Mandarin. And he's the only Canadian I know to hold a license to drive in China. On this day, he's invited us along to witness his talents in the art of negotiation, an essential skill in the heart of Beijing.
When I went to university, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I figured learning a new language would be a good idea. And everything that was going on in China, it seemed pretty exciting, and so I started taking Chinese classes. So today we're going to go hopefully buy a second-hand car in southern Beijing. I've been planning this trip, and I'm a student, so I don't have a lot of money to put into buying a really good off-roading car, so I figured that instead of buying a really good one, you buy one that's really simple that you're more likely to be able to fix than, cross your fingers and hope it makes it all the way through. I'm looking for it's called a Beijing Company 2020. It's based on a Soviet model military Jeep. It looks like sort of a World War II Jeep Wrangler is the closest thing that anyone back home would have seen. Each row of this, all the way to the back, is an individual car dealer.
Even at a used car lot, far from popular tourist attractions, the authorities question our motives.
Basically their manager showed up because I'm pretty sure no one has ever come here to film before, and they probably think it's pretty strange and are very curious as to what we're doing down here. And I basically just told them exactly what we are doing down here. We're basically coming to see what it's like to buy a second-hand car in Beijing, sort of out of the way off the Olympic venue. And this is, sort of, it's off the beaten path. And they're probably just a little panicked to see what's going on, because I'm sure this is the first time a bunch of foreigners have shown up with a video camera here. 没关系，如果他们问我，我干嘛？我告诉他们我想走。就是我提示您一下。They've agreed to drive us around, show us where the Jeeps are, and basically save us the hassle of walking around. I'd love to be able to sort of have someone who's Chinese just sort of come and sit down and talk with these guys afterwards without them knowing it was with us, and just find out what they're thinking. It must be so odd for them. I mean, I've never seen any other foreigners. This is I think the 4th time I've been down here, and it's only been Chinese people down here. So I guess it's kind of confusing for them, especially, generally foreigners are looked at as being wealthier people, and they're probably confused as to why I would want one. So he said he's going to go drive around and see if he can find any more. You guys want to take a look at this thing? The quintessential car salesman. No shirt, the gold, I don't know if you got him smoking before, walking around with an adjustable wrench, which I think would make any car mechanic cringe. Let's see if we can get it started. I don't trust the guy who's selling it. I don't think that he's done any mechanic work on it. I don't know how long it's been sitting there. The engine's full of crappy oil. It's black and caked. You can see the leak underneath it. 算了。没事，你不拿回来给他找车热是吧？我不行啊。不行啊妈呀。Yeah, let's walk. I just told him that I don't want it.
What did he say?
He said okay. I don't think he really cares, to tell you the truth. I think at least we spotted one, we saw it, and now it's time to move on. I doubt there's going to be another one in here, so maybe that until I get word of where there's another one in the city, that might be the last episode of the Cars in southern Beijing, at least trying to find the 2020.